My 34F boyfriend, 33M, acting weird when I ask him to drive me home after a medical procedure. I, 34F, have been dating guy, 33M, for about a month, although we've known each other longer than that. We actually dated for a year about 9 years ago and recently reconnected. I need to be sedated for a 1-hour medical procedure next week and need someone to sit in the waiting room and drive me home. I asked if he could help, he has the day off, but that if he couldn't, I had a backup plan. He said something that struck me as weird. He said, "The fact that you have a backup plan makes me feel more comfortable agreeing to help out. It's when I start hearing, 'Help me, you're my only hope,' that alarm bells go off." This comment seems very weird to me. I'd expect a partner to be happy to help. I'm an only child, my mom died in August, so I have no family left. I do have friends, but they're working that day and he's a lot closer to the doctor than they are. I'd assume that my partner would be the first person I turn to anyway? I asked him why that was and he said, "I've seen, 'You're my only hope' abused more often than 'Can you help?' If not, no big deal. This makes me feel uncomfortable, like I can't rely on him for requests. I don't know how to move forward. Too long did not read. I asked boyfriend of a month if he could help out while I'm sedated for a medical procedure. He said he was willing to help because I already had a backup plan. I don't know how to move forward or feel comfortable asking him for help. For boyfriend of a year that would be weird, because of course you'd turn to them. For 4 weeks he's still figuring out whether this will work, and he doesn't want a clingy girlfriend. I can kind of understand that. If he's helping without complaint, I wouldn't read too much into it. If he's unwilling to support you and prioritizes his comfort, at least you know where you were with him. You've been dating him for a month. That's not a partner, that's barely even a boyfriend yet. Slow down with this relationship. If I was you, I'd pull back and treat this relationship as a brand new relationship. Don't think of it as a continuation of the relationship you had in the past. Treat him like someone you need to get to know. I don't think asking for a ride home from a medical procedure was a big ask, but maybe his reaction was a sign that you shouldn't be all in on this relationship so soon. Have you all discussed what you want in terms of the relationship? You consider him your partner, does he consider you his partner? In any case, I think you should take some time and not immerse yourself in this relationship so soon. Date, spend time getting to know each other, but don't neglect your other friendships, activities, and hobbies. To be fair, you're really torturing the word partner here in using it to describe someone you've been dating for a scant 30 days. But even if you were just a platonic friend and knew you had no other option, he'd probably have agreed to help. So you may not be wrong in thinking you've committed too soon to a relationship with this person. Honestly, I can see where he's coming from. I would be weirded out by someone I've been dating for a month calling me a girlfriend and treating me like I'm their emergency contact. I would not describe someone I've been dating for a month as my partner. It's really early. I wouldn't ask them for a ride home from a medical procedure unless I had no other option. I, 20F, was hospitalized, but my boyfriend, 21M, has barely visited. My boyfriend and I have been together for over 3 years. 2 weeks ago I experienced cardiac arrest out of nowhere and was hospitalized. I was intubated and unconscious for a few days. My boyfriend visited me only on the day I was hospitalized. A week into my hospitalization, I gained consciousness and slowly started to function normally again. Once I was able to, I texted him because he was all I thought about and I thought he might be worried sick about me. I noticed he had texted me once every day since my hospitalization saying how he missed me or hoped I was okay. He came to visit me the day after I texted him for the first time. He told me he had gone out with friends and family and had just been living life while I was here. I'm still hospitalized, 2 weeks now, and he only came twice. But he lives 10-15 minutes away from the hospital. And he didn't even keep tabs on me by asking my family or friends how I was doing after coming that first time. I just wonder if he truly loves me, because if it was the other way around I would try to be there every day and wouldn't be able to function normally knowing he could have died or was in a state like that. It's making me rethink my relationship and if I should stay with someone who doesn't seem too fazed over me possibly dying or being here for me during such a hard time for me. I don't even think he even cried once for me. What do you guys think? Am I maybe expecting too much, or is he just not doing everything he can? Break up immediately. I hate when Reddit jumps to this advice straight up, but in this case you do need it. That man does not give a fuck. If my partner was in the hospital I'd be seeing them as often as I could. Especially since it seems like he isn't busy just hanging out with other people. I'd say he doesn't care about you as much as you do him, unfortunately. Don't trust what he says. Actions speak louder than words. You actually know the answers to your questions. No, he does not love you. He does not care. You are in love with an illusion. Break it off and move on. But first ask yourself why you even thought the problem was you expecting too much. He is lazy and uncaring. Know your worth. If you do not, no man will, and you will end up with another person who can give you just the minimum crumbs to keep you hanging on. What an immature jagoff. Dump him immediately. You have a second chance at life, don't waste it on him. I know if I was in the hospital my boyfriend would be there every day. Same if he was in the hospital I'd be there every day. This is a big red flag. Run. Actions speak louder than words. He has shown you in no uncertain terms that when the going gets tough, he checks out. You are still very young and have plenty of time to find a mature partner who loves and values you. My boyfriend 21M of 2 years has never given me 20F head. So we've been together for 2 years and he is my first everything, kiss, boyfriend, and I lost my virginity to him. I have given him head many times and he asks me to and I'm not great at it. I don't really enjoy it since my gag reflexes are bad. But I've gotten better over the 2 years we've been together, and he knows it's not my favorite thing but still expects it from me and I do it because it's something he enjoys. But he has never given me head and his reasonings are because he doesn't want to taste anything, he's scared it's going to taste weird. He also refuses to kiss me after I've given him head. When we have sex I'll give him head and then he won't kiss me. I'm just so curious what it would feel like, but I don't know if I'm just being picky or dramatic, but is this normal? You don't enjoy doing it, so stop doing it. You need to stop giving him head. You just tell him if he thinks his dick is so gross that he won't even kiss you after, you're not putting that disgusting thing anywhere near your mouth. He won't kiss you after you sucked his dick dry? Get a new boyfriend. Not all men give head, just like not all women give head, but this is unacceptable. Poor girl skeptical smiley face. So it's okay for you to taste the appendage he pisses out of, but he's, I am so Scott pleading face, to eat you out? LMAO, how selfish. I wonder how this selfishness will manifest in other ways throughout your relationship. And of course, nobody can force someone to do a sexual act they're not comfortable with. But the fact that you are giving him head when you don't like it that much, and won't even consider doing the same for you, it's selfish and you aren't compatible. You're not being picky or dramatic. In my opinion, if people want you to do something for them they should do the same for you. It's a basic level of respect and reciprocation. He is immature and not a good sexual partner. There's much better sex to be had out there. 36, F never married or had kids yet. 32, M boyfriend said I haven't got long left. I'm 36, F and my partner is 32, M I've never had kids and we've been together 2 years and had a few arguments recently and he said, I haven't got long left to have kids and be dateable. And he even said, he could find someone else, if we broke up he'd go younger this time and that it'd be harder for me as I'm older and have less time and that I'm a red flag being my age and no marriage or children. He's a musician and can pull younger girls if he wants, he has said. But he wants me, again has said. But it's pretty shitty feeling like he thinks I should feel that I've got the better deal and I don't have long left. Just to confirm, I was with my ex 10 years, 21 years old to 31 years old, and we even bought a house but in the end realized it was just friends. So yes, I have had relationship experience, just never gone further. Would that put men off my position? My current boyfriend said it shows there's something wrong with me? Please leave this man. My aunt and uncle met when she was 37 and he was 35, had kids when she was 40. And they've been married for 30 plus years now and are the happiest couple I know. Don't settle. Well, I wouldn't have children with him. He can go younger if he wants. What person in a committed relationship tells their partner about all of the people they could be dating? So if children are something you want, dump him and find someone else. I kinda want to punch your boyfriend in a sensitive spot. Cut your losses. He's already showing you who he is. Don't ignore it. He is basically saying the following. 1. I am more valuable than you. 2. You are not my equal. 3. If someone better comes along, I'll leave you in an instant. Don't settle. Alternatively, bring up how his comments make you feel in a neutral and calm way. Judge how he responds. That will give you your clear answer. Right out of the MRA playbook. Tell a woman her only worth is the ability to provide children. Tell her she hit the wall. Tell her no one else wants her due to her age. If you had been married and had children already, he'd try to convince you that no one will want you because of that. If you were younger, you'd be easier to control, and that's what he wants. It's all about control and instilling the fear in you that you aren't worth better. It's all about him maintaining status quo so he doesn't have to elevate himself to be a partner worthy of you. He doesn't want a partner. He wants a woman appliance to do his bidding. Your current boyfriend sucks and is trying to put you down to make you think you can't do better than him, when in reality it's most likely the opposite. Additionally, if you don't want kids, you don't have to have kids. There is nothing wrong with that. With that being said, I'm sure a new partner would be supportive if you had kids from previous relationship and the same amount of supportive if you don't have kids. Men have this way of using the internal clock to make us feel bad. Once I had an ex describe to me that the life of a woman is like a plane crash. First you take off when you're young, maintain and coast while you're in your 20s, and then once you hit your 30s you're trying to spend your time trying to land a crashing plane.